Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books I'm planning on reading for the Bookstanathon. This readathon was created by Alison over on the Owl Court and Chanel over on Chanel Time. I will link both their channels in the description below along with the announcement video and the readathon's Twitter so you can find out all the information you need for this readathon. The readathon takes place between the 1st and the 15th of September, and the moment I heard the name of this readathon I just knew I had to take part. It is a very relaxed readathon, so I'm only planning on taking part or completing 3 out of the 9 challenges, but I'm still super excited to be taking part in this readathon. All the challenges have amazing titles and you can obviously find out about them in the announcement video and on the Twitter, but without further ado, here is my TBR for the Bookstanathon. The 3 challenges that I've decided to go for are all Vine references, because who else would I be if I didn't go for ones that are Vine references, because I am trash for Vines. The first challenge is
2 bros chilling in the hot tub 5 feet apart cause they're not gay.
And the prompt for this challenge is to read a book with an LGBTQ+ main character. And for this challenge I will be reading The Devouring Ride by Christine Lynn Herman. I've been meaning to read this book for a while and I bought it a couple of months ago, and look at these sprayed edges. When I saw that it had these beautiful sprayed edges and Waterstones, I was like, yes please, I will buy that, let's pick that up now. Rhiannon over on Crescent Moon Reads raves about this book and was the first person I heard that like raved about this book, and they just talked about it in a way that I just knew I had to read it, like I just had to pick it up. I needed it in my life right away. This book follows our main character Violet Saunders, and I think she's just moved to like a new town and she doesn't really feel like she's going to fit into her new school. Violet just so happens to be descended from one of the founders of the town, which ends up meaning that some of the neighbours and some of the people in the town don't really treat her very well. But she ends up meeting a group of other teenagers who are also descended from the original founders of the town. Bodies then start showing up in the woods, and then the locals just seem to be a bit hostile about it. They don't really seem to be doing anything about it. So Violet and the other kids kind of take it into their own hands to solve what's going on, to see why these bodies are turning up, what is going on, and just to solve the big mystery of this town. This book has been said to be a mix of Riverdale and Stranger Things, and despite only liking the latter, I'm super excited to see that mash up, and just when I hear Stranger Things I'm like, yes please, I need to read this. This book fits the prompt because our main character Violet is bisexual, which, yes please, is another reason why I wanted to read this book, because we love everything queer and also it's just great to see myself represented in a book. The second challenge is
what up? I'm Jared, I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read.
And the prompt for this is to either read a graphic novel or listen to an audiobook, and I've decided to read a graphic novel, which is going to be my first graphic novel that I've ever read. I know, shocking surprise, I'm a booktuber and I haven't read a graphic novel. For this, I feel like I had to choose one. If I'm gonna make this my first graphic novel that I've ever read, I had to make it this one, and I'm going with Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. What else am I gonna go for, kids? We all know that I was gonna go for this. I don't currently have a copy because it's on its way to me in the mail. I thought I was getting it this morning, but the postman was just giving me a package from my neighbours and it was really sad, but it has been dispatched, so I should be getting it soon. Super excited. I need that in my hands right now. This book I think is currently my highest rated TBR book on Goodreads, so we all know that it's going to be great, and also BookTube is like everything about this book right now. They love this book right now, so we all know it's going to be a good time. This book follows 2 characters. One of them is Charlie, and he is recently having to deal with a lot of bullying since he was outed at school. And then you also follow Nick, who is in the year above him, who is a rugby player, and he's heard a lot about Charlie, obviously the whole being outed and with the bullying. These 2 meet when they are placed in the same class and they start to develop a friendship, which then develops into more, and it's going to be so cute and so fluffy, and my heart's not going to be able to take it, and I'm so excited to read this because we love everything queer and it's going to be so cute. And the third and final challenge that I will be hoping to complete is
Who's the hottest Uber driver you've ever had?
I never went to Uber driver.
And the prompt for this is to either read a book with a road trip in it or to read a book from another world, and I've decided to go for the another world aspect, and for this I'm going to be reading Wondersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow, which is the sequel to Nevermore, The Trials of Morrigan Crow. The first book was a really cute, middle grade, fun novel which I just adored so much. I gave it a 4.25 out of 5 stars, and for a while I've been meaning to pick up the sequel, so that is what I'm going to be doing now. This is perfect. I'm really excited to dive back into this world. In the first book we follow our main character Morrigan, who is born on this day called, I think it's Eventide or Eventide, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Basically it's a very unlucky day. Because she was born on this day, everybody is blaming her for everything that goes wrong around them. And then at the beginning of the novel we learn that on her 11th birthday she is basically cursed and doomed to die. But when that day arrives, she's whisked away by this mysterious kind of man called Jupiter North, and he whisks her away to safety to this magical city called Nevermore. And Jupiter has brought her there to take part in these trials which can help her get into this organisation, this mysterious organisation called the Wanderer Society. As I said, I really enjoyed the first book, so I'm super excited to read this. I think the third one, I don't know if this is a trilogy or if it's going to turn into a bigger series. I thought it was a duology, but now it's obviously a trilogy. The last book comes out at the beginning of 2020, so I want to get this read in time for that. But this prompt was a perfect time to pick up this book. So those are all the books that I'm planning on reading for the Bookstanathon. Let me know in the comments below if you're planning on taking part in this readathon, or if maybe this video has made you go, oh, I want to take a part in it. And if you are going to take part in it, let me know your TBR or the books you might think of reading. I'm really excited to be taking part in this readathon, and thank you to Alison and Chanel for curating it. It's just such a good concept, and the prompts, I love them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.